Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy, the Scarlet Cosplayer here, bringing you yet another cosplay unboxing. And as always, if you guys like what you see, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to click that little bell icon, that way you never miss out on this exciting-ish review, I guess. And as always, I can't stress this enough. Go give some love to the original creator, and go support the fandoms. You guys rock. So, today, we have a nice new little item. Sorry, I've got laptop and everything plugged in, and kind of in the process of moving in, so that's why everything's still in boxes. But got a new place. I moved in, couldn't exactly keep the apartment anymore, but can't really complain. It's a roof over my head. It's actually pretty nice, honestly, and people I've moved in with are just so wonderful. They've treated me like family, and they've supported me more than my actual family has. For that, I'm very thankful. And yeah, so I'm at a new place now, which will only be temporary. It'll only be for like a couple of months, and then hopefully next year I'll be picking up a new place to live. So fingers crossed. But that'll be exciting, and I should probably just do this kind of stuff on like a blog type video. But the thing that you're actually here for today, sorry about that, there was something, thought I saw something. Okay, so the thing that I actually have for you guys today is something that's been requested on my channel for quite a while, for two reasons. One, a lot of people have been asking me to do a Reverse Flash cosplay, because not only do I look like Wally West with my red hair, kind of being difficult today, so it's staying under the hat, but I've also been given a lot of remarks being told that I need to do Reverse Flash. And as you guys remember from a little while ago, I did get the UD Replicas jacket of the Reverse Flash suit, which I still love that jacket. Only worn it that one time to take photos, really. But hopefully this next piece will help progress this cosplay, and I'll be able to help out a friend of mine that's doing a Watchmen photo shoot later next year. And before you guys ask, no, I'm not rashing out. I was attacked by a cat the other day. That's why my hand looks like a tire just went over it. But yeah, so I've been asked to review, Reverse Flash cosplay stuff, but I've also been asked to review some of the JoJo's effect stuff. Now, Jojo is an amazing guy. No, like, one of the best friends I can recommend. Like, you need a friend, you go to him. He's a great guy. Love getting to talk with him, love working with him. And that's actually the item for today, the cosplay item. So I talked with Jojo, and we are actually working on the Flash Season 5 cowl helmet thing. Now, it won't be the one that you see in like the original few episodes. It'll be the updated one from like the Elseworlds crossover. That looks a lot better. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to show the progress photos that he's been doing on it, because it looks freaking awesome. And I've been talking with him on it, and he's honestly offering it at a pretty good rate. If I remember correctly, pre-orders are available right now. If you go to his Store Envy site, at least I think that is. But if you go on his site through like Store Envy, just kind of like Just Effects, you can go and pre-order the Flash Season 5 cowl. And we've been getting he's been getting quite a bit of them. So you definitely want to make sure that you reserve yours. And I'll definitely be reviewing it. I can promise you all that. But so far, from the photos that he's been sending me on it, the sculpt is pretty spot on. Like, there are very few costumers that I would honestly say pay that much like attention to detail. But Jojo is one of them. You guys know my opinion on a few different people. I've yet to review Reeves effects. From what I've seen, they're pretty good, but I don't have anything from them, so I can't review them and give my actual opinion on it. And you guys have seen me a lot of my Jester Effect stuff, but this is going to be specifically for Reverse Flash. So without further ado, let's get cracking. I'm sorry it's already 7 minutes into the video. So I don't actually have this in like a box or anything, just because Jojo actually just moved to Tulsa recently from Australia. So he just kind of threw it in a bag and like handed it to me last time I was up there for the Spider-Man premiere, which I posted a couple pictures on my Instagram about. Which that was a lot of fun. And you guys have been surprisingly giving the Spider-Man cosplay a bit of love, so I very much thank you guys for that. But today I've got the item from Jojo, and it is a Reverse Flash cowl. Now, of course, when you think, oh, Nick, it's a Reverse Flash cowl, it's not really all that different from, the basic Flash Season 4 cowl. And you're right. I'll give you guys that, because they are basically the same structure and everything. But this was actually sponsored from Jojo, which, I've had some time to kind of look over this and prepare for this review, and it's pretty immaculate, I will say. And this was one of his unfinished cowls, so that's kind of why I was able to talk with him about getting this. That way I could review it for y'all. That way, when you guys go, hey, what about JoJo's? I'd be like, this is how cool he is. But yeah, this, like I said, is sponsored by JoJo's Effects. I'll leave the description for his Instagram down below, as well as his store page. That way you can go and pre-order the Season 5 cowl, as well as the new Batwoman CW cowl that he's also working on. So I'll send you guys that in the description below. And yeah, but he's actually one of the cheaper places to get something ordered from. Like Just Effects, just for a basic urethane cowl, it's about $250 plus shipping, which is like $30 to $40. So you're gonna spend close to $300 for a cowl that's gonna be slightly big, and you can't exactly move your head in, and will absolutely need a zipper installed in it just for you to try to get your head in, which is what I did with that one. And you can do the foam latex that like Gesture Effects offers, but it's too expensive. So what do you do when you want something that you can move around in easily, that's not too expensive? Well, you go to Jojo. He did the Season 4 cowl, which is basically what I'm reviewing for you guys today, and he's doing that season 5. And both of them are under $250. I think even with the shipping costs. So, just for a heads up, he's your guy, honestly. Him and KCB cosplay props. I'll also leave a description below for them. They are probably going to be your 2 cheapest cosplay places to go, especially for like cowls, because cowls are so expensive. But actually, I was talking with KCB the other day, and if we can get like 3 or 4 more people that are wanting a Kid Flash cowl for like the CW show, they will make it to be able to sell it on their page. So if you guys want, we got to get this going. So let's keep that ball rolling. But I digress. Time to actually get on with this. So, as always, like to give a little trivia. So, Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne is, from like the 25th century, comes, huge Flash fanatic, just absolutely obsessed with them, and decides, like, just one day he ends up with the Flash's powers. Goes back in time, trains with Barry, goes back to the future, tries to be the Flash. Barry finds out that he's not doing it in the right way, where instead of being a hero because something bad happens, he's causing the issues, that way he can fix them. Barry says, no, that's not how we do it, and kind of distances himself from him. And ever since then, Reverse Flash just kind of became evil, because, it just makes sense, But, yeah, so Eobard Thawne, 25th century, distant relative of Barry Allen. The works. If you guys have seen the show, I don't exactly need to explain everything that's going on, especially since he's going to be a huge plot point for season 5. Hashtag Nora Allen. Hashtag excess. The more you know. But today I'm going to start with the review of the cowl with the earpieces, actually. So they are made with, I want to say, a resin material. It's actually very sturdy, very difficult to be like flimsy with or try to break. Now again, because this was an unfinished cowl, it does still need to like be sanded up on some of the edges. But it does have a application, tab, that way you can put it inside the cowl and then, eventually glue it down. That way it'll help it stick to it a little bit better, which I actually prefer. That's actually one of the neat things that I've noticed. But yeah, it's very durable, I would say. It's been dropped a few times on accident, but it has been. And that's already like my first like plus on it, is just the the ear bolt alone. Just because I've seen several where they just do like a rubberized earpiece and then it just flips off and the paint messes up and everything like that. So to have it be a solid, thing to where when you do have it on, it even kind of like points out a little bit, just because of that, instance, because of it being straight and, not exactly malleable, it makes it actually more accurate. That's why if you see like New Element Studios and I want to say Marco Tilly, they both have their emblems and ear bolts as the 3D print ones, just because they're more accurate instead of a rubberized one. And then here is the cowl itself. It is made out of a latex material. Again, like I mentioned earlier, it is unfinished. So yes, that's why it's black and unpainted and whatnot. And if you do notice, it is, very wobbly, which is no issue at all. you know, because that just makes it technically more accurate. Because when you do put it on and take it off, you know, it'll be able to do that instead of like a urethane one where there's no flexibility. Because, I mean, even though I've got my hand in with a balloon inside, you can kind of tell this thing is going to be able to move in every way that you need it to go. And of course, as you can see, there's that little divot in the ear piece that shows the, you know, where the earpiece will go. So you basically just line that up and it'll be like that. And yes, I do know that the earpiece is gold and that will be turned red. And, you know, this will be painted yellow for the cowl. You know, actually, I think the next video I do with it will just be a time lapse of showing the process of painting a latex cowl. That way, in case if you have to, you can paint it and then have the paint not crack, because it is latex. It is, you know, it's going to stretch, it's going to move, so you need a flexible paint. And I had to learn how to do that when I was fixing up my Kid Flash cosplay mask. Don't get me started on that video because there's probably not going to be a review on it. But I'm going to cut this here and then do a quick pullover test for you, and then that'll be it. So just 1 second, guys. Okay, so here is the official turn test of the cowl. I'll tuck this in real fast to kind of give it more of the accurate aesthetic. But you can turn left, you can turn right. You can easily move your jaw, which I love because I talk a lot. So I will say it was a little difficult getting it on because it is like a perfect fit to me. Like, it's very tight, like so, you know. So personally, I recommend getting a beanie that's a dry fit type that you can use for like when you're running. That way it'll like keep your head safe and your scalp and all your hair. That way you can pull it on easily. And I've also heard that baby powder helps a lot as well. Personally, I did the beanie trick, but I think part of the beanie is hanging out in the back here. So I probably do I'd probably say baby powder first and then beanie, because the beanie gives that sleek, be able to slide on. But here is the cowl. Here's kind of like my, not exactly a 180, but the turning ability of it. And of course, as you can see, he got the details of the eyebrows down and the lightning bolts in it. Okay, we are back. I was able to pull it back all the way. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get footage of it, but I was able to pull it back and get it off my head. Unfortunately, the beanie trick doesn't exactly apply for this one because it is full latex, and I did lose a little bit of hair just because when I had first tried getting it on, the beanie slid back to be literally the back of my neck. So then whenever I did try to take it off, it was pulling straight hair. So I will say douse it on the inside first with baby powder. That way it'll be able to go on a lot easier. And if baby powder is not available, what you could do is, you see this middle line right here. I've done this with every other cowl of mine so far. You just go to your local like Walmart for like $1, get some scissors, just cut up this line to, technically, because he made it very easy, just go up to right there, make a little divot, and then put in a zipper. And then when you try to put it on, it'll already be stretched out for your head. Then you can put it on, zip it up, and then you should be good to go. And it'll still have that flexibility of being able to take it the cowl off and put it back on, just like a hood, to be able to demonstrate here, you know, doing the basic of that. But I highly recommend it. Just remember, either make sure that you get a zipper in, or get a haircut, or douse the thing with baby powder first before putting it on as a safety precaution. But it is a wonderful cowl. I will be using it and taking pictures in it for my reverse flash eventually, and I will be doing a video on how to paint your latex masks. I highly recommend it. I will give this product a 9.5 timelines out of 10. But yeah, again, as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Always give love to the original creators. Go check out JoJo's effects. Highly recommend them. Go pre-order the season 5 cowl, because it's gonna be lit, and you know I'm gonna do the review for that too, and it's gonna be tight. All right, well, until next time, gotta fly.